And McGlynn on the Loose TV, and we are here at the Branchburg Country Fair, having so much fun here. I have a very special individual sitting next to me, George Mellors. George Mellors, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too, and very nice to be in this interview.
Wonderful, and please tell us why you're here.
We're here with the Somerville High School GearHeads. We are the first robotics team for Somerville High School. First Robotics is an international competition. Over 3,000 high schools will be competing this year. Okay, the finals happens in St. Louis in April. We build a brand new robot, which you've seen pictures of, and our current robot shoots frisbees.
And I was on the other end of that at one point, and I really 3,000 high schools are participating in this competition. That is amazing. So tell us a little bit about the ingenuity behind the robotics, First Robotics.
Okay. First Robotics was started by a man named Dean Kamen. Dean Kamen, you may know him for the inventor of the Segway. The Segway is that two-wheeled vehicle that you can get around with. Okay, and his thoughts were, we value football, baseball, sports. We have competitions for them, but what really pays for them? What pays for them is the ingenuity that is put in and the innovative and inventiveness of engineers and scientists.
Yes, and we were talking a bit about that off mic, about the importance of the behind-the-scenes actions that take place, which don't get enough credit. I mean, the engineers absolutely do not get enough credit, correct? And we want to make money. Money is a good thing. You know, money makes the world go round. Okay, we'll take the positive side of that, right?
That's right. Well, that's the important part. And as I said, he put together this first competition to honor scientists and engineers. We build a completely new robot every year, and we go to competition. We have 6 weeks to build it. Okay, and it comes from a complete design. Our problem this year was to get frisbees through goals. Okay, so we built a machine to throw frisbees. Back up to that, we have engineers from Johnson & Johnson. We have engineers in private practice that come out and mentor the kids and progress with their STEM education. That's science, technology, engineering, and math.
And getting kids involved, I think, is the most important thing, because if you can get kids excited from a very early on age, I think that makes all the difference in the world, because there is a demand for engineers, correct? And I think kids are the perfect way to start out and get them interested, get them happy. And obviously, as we see here, they're all very happy, right, George?
Right. The top 5 engineer careers right now are all engineers, and they're all paying right out of college over $100,000. So you can make money, you can be excited about it, you can do things that nobody's ever seen before. Most engineers make stuff that nobody's ever seen before. I mean, like our robot. Nobody's ever seen that robot. Nobody
knows the man behind the robot, or the man behind the radio, or the television set, or the computer, you know, and that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. So that's why it's a blessing to have you guys doing what you're doing, inspiring little children.
And as you said, it's important to get them inspired. We are going to start a Lego League in the middle school this year and get those people excited. You know, I've already got a core of students. I've got a core of parents. You can see them around. You can see how excited the other people at this venue are about catching our frisbees, okay, and about why it works and how it works.
That is amazing. So what is your next event? What is your next venture?
We don't know. In January, we will get the specifications for the 2014 competition. We then have 6 weeks to build it. Okay, so we have to take a problem statement and then create a device which will solve that problem. And usually they're complex problems. For example, shooting a frisbee is pretty easy. But in addition to that, this year we also had to climb a pyramid. Not that easy. Okay, so we don't know what it is. First week in January, we get the specifications. Then we spend 3 days with the group doing what's called brainstorming. You know, how do we want to solve that problem? What are the things that are important with the robot? What are the things that are less important with the robot? Then we start to collect the raw materials and build it. It costs us between $20,000 and $30,000 a year to build that robot and to have it in competitions. Then after the build season is over, then we go to 2 competitions. We're really hoping we're going to go to nationals this year. We're really excited about it. And then we go to national.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time. And how can people get in touch with you real quick?
The easiest way is my email address, okay, at Somerville High School. But if you want to just look me up on the Somerville High School list, I am the engineering instructor at Somerville High School. My email address is gmellors@somervillenjk12.org.
Doesn't get any better and easier than that. Thank you so much, George. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you.
Ann McGlynn on the Loose TV. Ann McGlynn on the Loose TV, and we are here at the Branchburg Country Fair. Once again, we are interviewing some great, fantastic people. We have very special young individuals right here. We have Tyler Kazar. Tyler Kazar, nice to meet you. Please tell me about what you're doing here today.
Well, today we're kind of at a Branchburg Country Fair trying to get the name of our robotics club out to other people, trying to gather some more members, trying to get the word about robotics out there and how it's, you know, a very interesting subject and not many people know about it, so we want to kind of spread the word.
Absolutely. And Tyler, what do you do? What is your title?
I'm kind of, I work with the programming team in our robotics team. I work mainly with the communications between the laptop and the robot to allow us to control it.
That is amazing. What an amazing thing for kids to be inspired by. Wonderful, wonderful. And please introduce yourself.
I'm Sean. I'm the lead of the electrical team for robotics.
What is your last name, Sean?
Mellors.
Wonderful. And what exactly do you do?
All the wiring and pneumatic work that is done in the robot, my team does, and since I'm the lead, I watch over them and I help them and I do the work with them.
Wonderful. And what is your name and your title?
I'm Rohit Lampariti. I'm part of the mechanical and the drive team. I'm also part of the safety team this year. So I look after safety so no one gets hurt.
What inspired all of you guys to get into this?
Well, I've always been interested in computers and technology since I was very young, and I do anything I can to incorporate technology in my everyday life, and robotics seems to be coming up so fast in the world, so I kind of wanted to be a part of it.
And robotics is part of how our country in itself has produced so much technology. Technology is continually advancing. What inspired you guys to do this? I'll start with you.
A couple years ago, the high school did a summer program where they taught you different little electrics and you got to make little robots. And ever since then, I've been interested in building and making the bigger robot.
And what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to be a pilot or a robotics engineer.
Wonderful. How about you?
I'm looking towards being a zoology. Looking towards zoology in college, so something along those lines.
Right. That's a great field. And what about you?
I want to go into computer networking and maybe network design and kind of anything that has to do with large networks, networking together and stuff like that.
What a pleasure it was to be here and interview you guys. You did a great job. Keep up the great work, and all our best to you for your future. You have a huge future ahead of you. Ann McGlynn on the Loose TV.
Yes,